Problem 1. Find the schedule and cost variances for a project that has an actual cost at month 22 of $540,000 and a scheduled cost of $523,000 and an earned value of $535,000. So we have to find the cost variances, but the cost variance is equal to earned value minus the actual cost, and we also have to find the schedule variance, which is equal to earned value minus the planned value. Okay, so earned value is $535,000 and the actual cost is $540,000. So in this case, if I see, the simple mathematics shows that it is minus $5,000. Okay, it is minus $5,000. So in this way, and then the schedule variance we can find as schedule variance is equal to earned value $535,000 minus the scheduled cost. Scheduled cost is the planned value. Okay, so it is $523,000. So $35,000 minus $523,000. So it is $12,000. Okay. So we have a cost variance of minus $5,000, which means that we are spending more than what we have actually performed, and schedule variance we have $12,000. It means that we have worked more than what was actually planned. Okay, because it is a positive value. A positive schedule variance means that we are ahead of schedule, and cost variance of negative means that we are over budget. Problem 2. A software development project at day 70 exhibits an actual cost of $78,000 and a scheduled cost of $84,000. The software manager estimates a value completed of $81,000. What are the costs and schedule variances and cost and schedule index? Cost schedule index. Estimate the time variance. Okay, so in this problem we have the total project time is 70 days, and the actual cost is $78,000. So what we need to find is the cost and schedule variances. So cost variance will be cost variance is equal to, as we know that its cost variance is equal to earned value minus the actual cost. Earned value in this case is the value of the work completed, $81,000. Okay, $81,000 is the value of work completed. Actual cost is $78,000. So variance is $3,000. Okay, schedule variances earned value minus the planned value, and earned value is $81,000 and planned value is the scheduled cost. Planned value is the same as saying as the scheduled cost. Okay, $84,000, which is minus $3,000. So these cost variance and schedule variance values show that the project is have spent less than the work performed. So it means that project is doing good in terms of budget, but in terms of the schedule, the project is behind because the project is supposed to spend more, which was actually needs to be spent. Okay, it needs to be spent uh, $81,000, but more spending was uh, done than the planned value. Okay, so from this we can also find the indexes. Okay, uh, so here we can find one index which is called as the cost performance index. Cost performance index is equal to earned value divided by the actual cost, and the schedule performance index we can find as the earned value divided by the planned value. So the same things, but on the ratio only. And then there is this index which is called as the cost schedule index. Cost schedule index, which is the product of cost performance index and the schedule performance index. So it means that it is earned value square over AC times PV. Okay, earned value is $81,000 square divided by actual cost, which is $78,000, multiplied by the planned value, which is $84,000. So when I calculate it, I will get some value. That is, so this value is almost equal to 1.001. Okay, so it is a combined effect of both the cost and schedule performance. The next is we have to find the time variance. Okay, time. So we have to find the time variance. Time variance is actually the schedule variance divided by the slope. Okay, schedule variance we already have calculated. Slope in this case means the amount of amount needs to be spent per unit number of days. So for example, it was planned that the planned value was $84,000. So it is the planned value. That means let me write it over here. It is the total planned value. Okay, total planned value divided by the total number of days. Okay, 70 days up to now. So no, not 70. In this case, 70 days. So in 70 days, the planned value was $84,000. Okay, planned value divided by number of days. So $84,000 was planned to be spent in 70 days. So this was the slope. So in this case, here we can then find the time variance, which is equal to the schedule variance, which is minus 3,000 divided by slope. Slope is equal to 84,000 divided by 70. So in this, from here we can calculate the value of the time variance. So the value is exactly minus 2.5, and the units will be the time units, which means in this case the units are days. So which shows that the project is approximately 2.5 days behind. Okay, so the project is 2.5 days behind up to now in up to now in 70 days. So that means the work on the project needs to be expedited. Problem 3. A consulting project has an actual cost in the month 10 of $23,000 and a scheduled cost of $17,000 and a value completed of $20,000. Find the schedule and cost variance and these three indices. So we have to find the schedule variance. Okay, let's find the schedule variance first. So schedule variance is equal to earned value minus planned value. So earned value is 17 no, value completed $20,000. Planned value is the scheduled cost $17,000. So it is $3,000. Cost variance is earned value minus actual cost. Earned value is as before $20,000. Actual cost is $23,000. So it is minus $3,000. Okay, so these are the two variances, and then the three indices. So cost performance index is equal to earned value divided by actual cost. Earned value is $20,000. Actual cost is $23,000. And the schedule performance index is earned value over planned value. So earned value is $20,000. Planned value is $17,000. So this ratio is 0.869, 0.87. This ratio is 1.18. So this is the favorable. This is also favorable. This is unfavorable. And this is also unfavorable. And then the third index is cost schedule index, CSI. Cost schedule index is equal to, now which is the actually it is the product of cost performance index and the schedule performance index. So cost performance index multiplied by schedule performance index equal to 0.87 multiplied by 1.18. So it is equal to 1.02. So overall schedule performance, overall performance is favorable of this project.